my beautiful friends, how are you? Hope you are all keeping safe. So this is me, the Raven Reader, giving you weekly messages for last week of March 2020. This is the video for Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. So this is going to be my last video for March. The next video is going to be for first week of April. Right, so the first reading in this video is going to be for my friends who are of the sign Sagittarius, past, present, future, challenge, and answer to a question. Okay, so let's see. Queen of Cups in reverse, King of Swords upright, Three of Swords in reverse, Four of Cups upright, and Ace of Wands upright. So let's see what this reading is all about, my dear Sagittarius. So the Queen of Cups, you are stuck in a certain energy, in a cycle of not believing anybody. You're not trusting anyone, you're not believing in anyone, you're criticizing too much. You're not in a good cycle. You were not in a good place, really. You were really angry with somebody. You kept on focusing on seeing a person's faults and not seeing what is right. And you've been stuck in this energy for quite a long time, my dear Sagittarius. So at present, you're moving forward. You are having the power to move forward and to having the power to move forward and the resolution to get away from this situation and to start loving yourself, feeling yourself more. It could be that you feel like nobody helps you, like you can't get help from anyone just because nobody does it like you do. And that's a very hard burden to take on your shoulders, because you need to realize that yes, people will not do everything the way you do it, true, but sometimes you need to trust people and let some things go. Everything doesn't have to be perfect, right? Because not everyone does the things the way you do, and you need to accept that, because otherwise you're going to just have more and more burdens on your shoulders, and then you're going to be overburdened. So you can't be pinpointing, you can't keep monitoring everybody. You need to learn to trust people. You need to let them work how they work, and that's how you're going to move forward. And in your future, you're going to have a situation where there's a love triangle, or it could be that there are too many people involved in this situation, and therefore this situation is not going to go forward because there's too many opinions involved, too many people involved, and so there won't come a good resolution with that. Like you need to get everyone to agree to something common. It doesn't have to be the same thing, or find a solution to, so that at least everybody's opinion is accepted. That way, so until you find that solution, you will be stuck in the situation for a while. Your weekly challenge is the Six of Cups, emotion, letting go. You need to be Sagittarius, you need to be more giving to others, more forgiving to others as well. You need to understand that, like the previous card said, nobody is the same. People will do things differently, and you gotta accept that. right? You need to let them do what they can, right? So that you don't feel overburdened, and that's a challenge for you. You need to give not only things, it can be your own emotions. uh, a good feeling, like if you are, say, the manager in an office or in a store, you need to let other people delegate things to people, and you need to be more accepting and forgiving of what they do. And the answer to your question is yes. Just a simple yes. You need to um, be positive about this situation, of course. And I don't know, for me, I don't know what your question is, but the answer is yes. Right? So this was my reading for Sagittarius. Now let's shuffle the cards again, and we are going to look at the beautiful Capricorns. Capricorns, Capricorns, Capricorns. What's in it for you, my beautiful friends? I'm so happy to be able to help you out by giving these messages. It brings me great joy, and it's not a big effort on my part. I think this comes to me very naturally, and I would love to get you guys to PM me so I can give you more detailed, more personal readings to you. Can give you more advice and care from your angels, your loved ones. These are our spirit guides. It's not only angels, it can be the loved ones who have left us and are looking at us from some other place. Who are still, caring about us in one way or the other. And maybe this is the way that you will get their message. So keep watching, please. Keep watching my channel for your messages, right? Okay, so Capricorn, your past, your present, your future, challenge, and answer to a question. Let's see your cards. Oh, the High Priestess in reverse. What is that about? Ace of Pentacles. Interesting reading. Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords, and again this question. Okay, so the High Priestess is a balanced person in every aspect, which means that if you get it in your past, it means you are not very balanced. You overdid some things and maybe cared nothing about other things. So you need to focus on keeping a balance in your life, and to give less attention to you need to be able to do everything in moderation, right? But you haven't been doing that, and that's what this card says. Now the Ace of Pentacles is, you got the power, you got the ability, the material wealth to go forward. You're in a more relaxed state now. You're grabbing you learn to balance things, and this brings you forward in a very prosperous situation right now. And here we got the Knight of Wands in reverse for your future. So you are about to move forward, but you're still stuck in some places. So I think what you need to do is you need to get more balance with between work, your private life, your love life, maybe kids. Yeah, you need to balance everything in order to come to a good situation right now. Don't be stuck on the small things, right? Don't be stuck on the big things either. You need to give everything, do what you can. If you can't do some things, you gotta leave them, right? But you can't leave the important things, right? So just focus on what you need to do. But don't forget about yourself either, because yourself is the most important. Because if you don't take care of yourself, who's going to take care of you? And then who is going to take the things that you take care of? So it's very important. Maybe you need to sit back and think about what's more important to you. And your challenge Yes, your challenge is going to be to decide what you need to focus on. Right? The Queen of Swords actually is very decisive. She knows. She's pointing out, look. She's pointing it out. Look, she's very, very, very certain of what's about to happen, what she needs to do, and what she. So this is your challenge. You need to come to a place where you know what you need to do, right? And the answer to your question is, don't get too much opinion from others, because everyone's opinion is different, and what's important to you, others will not be important to you or may not be important to you, right? You need to keep things in balance, but you need to know what's important to you and focus on it, because even in marriages, in families, we all have different roles, we all have different concerns, and we think this is important, that's important, this is important, that's important. Yes, but you need to understand that, you know, your partner and you will always be focusing on different things and not on the same thing, and that's okay. That's why it's called a family. And because you can't do everything yourself, one person can't do everything, you have to divide and conquer. Okay, so that was my reading for Capricorn this week. Let's see what's in store for Aquarius. That's really nice, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for you. Right. So past, present, future, challenge, answer to your question. Let's see the cards, Aquarius. It is the Three of Swords, Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles, the High Priestess again, and the Knight of Wands again. Alright, now if you think that I haven't shuffled properly, it never is the case. Sometimes things happen because they need to happen. Nothing is a mistake, everything is a certainty, right? So you need to see. Right, so let's see what's okay, the Four of Swords. So we have two swords here and as well as wand. Let's see, we got all except the cups here. So let's see. So the past was a situation where you felt really detached. You felt really stuck. You felt like there was no hope. You felt like there was no undoing of a mistake, and it was a very sad situation. You felt almost dead to the world. You felt like you can't let go of this thing. And now you're trying to look back at the past, and you know the past is haunting you, keeping you stuck still. No, you shouldn't let it. It takes some time, it takes some hurt, it takes a lot of tears, I tell you. But it's time to move on, my dear Aquarius, from that situation. And in the future, I see you still being stuck, undecided, right? Maybe facing money problems. Yeah, Aquarius, I don't see a lot of happiness in this reading. You need to focus on getting out of this stuckness here, because I see everybody else moving forward, but for you, Aquarius, you seem really stuck in the situation, and I'm so sorry. I wish I could see next week's reading and see if it all gets better, but sometimes you need to lose something to gain something. I'm so sorry for you, Aquarius. I will keep you in my prayers, dear Aquarius. So your challenge is, yes, to find what's important, the balance, to find yourself, Aquarius. You have lost yourselves to the world, and if you have forgotten to think about who you are, what you mean to yourself, what's important to you, it's okay to pamper yourselves, Aquarius. Nothing to be ashamed of. And the question you have is, don't be too quick to run into the past. Don't be too quick to decide. Don't be too quick to, resolve in the past. No, because being stuck in the past is not going to help you right now. So my dear Aquarius, I hope and hope and hope that you will get out of this horrible situation pretty soon. And now my next reading is for Pisces, and that will be the last reading for this week. I hope that many of you will subscribe to my channel and get the messages that you need, right? Tarot is not, I am a faithful Catholic, I will tell you, right? I go to church, I pray, I am very, very faithful in my religion. I'm not a witch. Well, many people have defined me a witch, but I do not. That's why I prefer the word reader, right? And I know that the Catholic Church is against this kind of divination and tarot, but I feel it is a spiritual kind of way to give messages, right? Some people can, even in the Bible, it was always, people who can, who got the word of God, and that was a very strong intuition, but it's not a topic that I can debate, yeah? But what I'm saying is, this is not evil, this is a message, right? I'm not worshipping the devil or anything that you might think. And I know that the ones who really need my messages are going to get them. So I'm going to keep making videos for you guys. Because the tarot is very powerful, and I would love to master it. These things come very natural to me. I don't know how. It's a gift that I want to share with the world. Alright. So the reading for Pisces. My dear Pisces, what is the message that you are going to get now? So let's see the past, present, future. Oh my gosh, my dear Pisces, you have the star and the sun with you. Oh wow, this is so nice. I can't wait to get started. Let's get started. It's a beautiful reading. You get a very positive answer here, right? So in your past, you were stuck thinking about hoarding your money, hoarding your everything, clutching everything tightly to you, making happiness out of something that doesn't actually give you happiness. It just gives you no peace of mind. It just makes you trouble. And right now you're facing a situation where you don't know whom to trust. You're looking back at your previous work, and then none of it means anything right now. You've been thinking wrong about everything. And now it's time to be judged, or to give the proper judgment to somebody. Maybe it's time to do things right. Yes, Pisces, my dear Pisces, you made a mistake, right? You made a mistake, but it's time to forgive and let go. You've given someone a wrong judgment, you mistrusted them, maybe you listened to the wrong people, and then that someone is really hurt right now. And what you can do is, you can try to tell them that you're sorry. You can ask their forgiveness, right? And the challenge is the sun. Your challenge is to think positively about the situation and being happy again. Because this thing that you are stuck in is really bothering you right now. And it's hurting the person involved. Not only you, it's hurting them a lot. So you need to communicate to them. You need to speak up and tell them, okay, I made a mistake, I listened to the wrong people, and I'm really sorry. it's not so hard to say sorry. It can, but and it will take some time to help that person, but you can do it because you see the star, the beautiful, beautiful star, bringer of fortune, bringer of emotions, but it's up there, upside down. It's upside down because you don't know what to do with your emotions, because you don't know how to do this, but you need to do this some or other. You can't ignore, you can't destroy a person's life, maybe. It's not right. You will not get peace of mind, I tell you. Even if you forget about it, someday you're going to get back. Maybe that person won't get back at you for it, but it might be through something else. So you need to make up when you make a mistake so that you can move forward. It's beautiful reading, but two beautiful cards. So I see a lot of happiness in your future. But you feel so challenged, you feel like, what will everyone think about you? Don't think so. Just go ahead and do it. So that was my reading for Pisces, and also Sagittarius, Capricorn and Aquarius. This was the reading for the last week of March 2020, and I hope to see you next week again on my channel. You can PM me for private readings. They're free, and you can please send like my Facebook page. You can comment on my video. Please, I do love your feedback, and please keep in touch with me, and please stay safe. To all the signs, maybe to you who are cross watching this, and I love you all, and blessings to all. Thank you.